automation testing today, because I'll just give you introduction about half hour, rest of the half hour, and we'll continue from there. Okay, so mainly automation means whatever we do manually, creating test cases, test steps, and run them manually on the application. That is all fine if there are like less number of test cases, 10 or 20. That would take, like each test case takes 15 minutes, then it will take some couple hours, right? But the problem is when there are more number of test cases, like 100, 200, 300, then it would take a lot of man hours, right? So you have to sit and execute each and every test case manually. That would be real waste of time, because especially if you have to do it repeatedly every day, every week. Then comes the concept of automation. That means you just create the script once or scripts once, and then just with a click of button, or no manual intervention, or with less manual intervention, you can get them running, just run them on your own. So you just have to sit and watch, or you just have to code in such a way that you don't have to sit and watch. You just get the email with the report and just review, okay, with a pass or fail. So that's how convenient it would be if we automate that. So there are a lot of automation tools in the market, such as QTP, UFT, you must have heard, and other tools such as test complete, and what else, rational functional tester, many tools. Okay, so, and some tools are open source, some tools are license based. License based means you have to purchase a license. I mean, client has purchased a license, they must be expensive sometimes. And some are open source, that means free of cost, you can just download them and use them. So one of which the free open source tools is Selenium WebDriver. So that means that you don't have to pay anything. It's just open source and free of cost, and you can download and use it. But the main this thing lies in how to use it, knowing how to use it and what to use it. There are many languages you can use with it: C#, Python, Java, Cucumber, and so on and so forth. But mainly it goes well with the Java. So that's the reason we learned about Java little bit, but which is going to be helpful a lot in the automation. So in automation, what we are going to do, especially in automation, first and foremost, we are going to develop a framework, all right, which is hybrid in nature. Hybrid means it's a combination of different. And what is actually hybrid? In the sense, I'm going to combine these different features and call it a hybrid framework. Okay, so what are those? One is a modularization. We already seen this modularization in Java. How we have modularized? Actually, we have used library and tests separately, correct? So that itself is a modularization. Library, all the reusable functions are created in library. All the tests that would call these functions from library are in the tests with the main functions, right? So that itself is the modularization. But we are going to extensively use this modularization feature. So by creating modules in the application and creating packages and use them and store whatever needs to be stored in those modules only. So extensive way we are going to use it. And keyword driven, yes, in keyword driven also we have used in Java programming. So what are keywords? Keywords are nothing but reusable functions. That's all it means. It's just jargon. So these are keywords, add, and these are reusable because I can just create this once and use this many times by calling it. Okay, so same thing we are going to use extensively again. So it is keyword driven. And reusability because these are reusable. This is a keyword and it is being reused. You can reuse it. So these are two things which are going to be part of hybrid framework. And page objects is a new concept. So page objects would be directly referring to how do you locate the elements in the application. So locators, using different locators, we'll mainly focus on one of those locators called XPaths. Okay, And utilities are similar to the reusable function, but more of a utility base. For example, I want to connect to a database. Okay, so I would just create database utilities, and in those I would create reusable functions and just call them instead of creating again and again. Same thing for Excel utilities, date utilities, database XML utilities, and JSON utilities, blah blah blah. So we'll look into those utilities as well. And that data driven concept, what is data driven? So in Java we haven't seen data driven because there is no need for one, but in automation we are going to see data driven concept very widely, because if you want to, like in manual testing, you're going to enter the data, right? For example, if you're going to test a register sign up page in Google, you have to enter the data like first name, last name, date of birth, gender, all those. But if you want to test using different techniques like black box testing techniques, the one I explained you long time ago in QA, in that case, what you're going to do, you have to use the BVA and DCP, boundary value analysis and equivalence class partitioning, right? So if we have to do that, we have to put the data in some format like Excel format also, and then you have to call the data from. So for that case, we are going to use the data driven. Okay. And finally, report driven, because whatever we test, if you are testing it manually, you have to take the screenshots, right? Screenshots and store it and compile them into Microsoft Word and provide that screenshot report to your manager or send it in an email so that they can review it, right? Or if you are creating a defect, then you have to provide the screenshot report. So automatically how we can take the screenshots and how we can create the reports, so that we are going to see. So everything is combined. That's why we call it hybrid framework. Okay. So first we concentrate on framework, and parallelly we will go about it and then develop the code and implement it. Don't think implement is nothing to do with the interface. Implement means actually coding. So it is a part of STLC, SDLC, remember, implementation, design implementation, that kind of implementation, coding. And then after coding, we are going to debug it just the way I think I have shown you, right? Debugging in the last class. So in order to make the code error free, bug free, we have to debug it and execute it and finally report it. And finally, it's continuous integration will part that will be in the actual project. Okay, so that's a brief introduction about automation. Now, in order to actually learn about automation, we need to download some softwares and install them and configure them. Then we can actually move, right? So for Java, we didn't need to download any software except for the Eclipse itself, right? Eclipse and Java, that's all you need to install. But for automation, we need to install much more. So the Java you already installed, so no need to redo it. If you did not install it, I suggest you install it from this site. Okay, just take this site and download whatever is the latest version available right now. It will download. So right now, I think version 8 definitely, but update is not 181. It would be, number will be more. So just download using this link. Or if you already have one, just take the latest update, latest Java. So you will get some kind of notification and click on it. Okay, so definitely Eclipse, and you already have it, I believe, right? If you, some of you, if you do not have it, I would suggest you install it immediately. So I would suggest just install Eclipse IDE for Java, not J2EE or other stuff, because those will confuse you. We just need for Java only. So just go to this site and select that one. Do not install NetBeans or BlueJ or stuff like that. NetBeans is I don't think it's I mean a very look and feel is outdated. Eclipse is better. BlueJ is definitely not. IntelliJ is better than Eclipse, but it is not a free version. I think there is a trial period of 15 days, after which it will not work. So just let's stick to the Eclipse. Okay. And for automation, we need browsers, at least Chrome browser. And I would suggest you to take the latest version, because otherwise it wouldn't work. The latest version wouldn't work, the older version wouldn't work with the latest driver. And older driver would not work with the latest browser. So both have to be latest. And we are going to see this in cross browser testing. We have to also run our scripts on different browsers. So I would suggest you download and install Chrome and Firefox, if possible others, like this is Edge browser, which automatically comes with Windows 10, so you can also keep it. Then we have to download the WebDriver itself. Okay, so I will show you. So just go to this site seleniumhq.org and download this. So I'm going to go to this site right now and show you. So you can do it as you see, so that you don't have to do it again later. Okay, so I would suggest go open your browsers and do it as I do, or type. If you do not have this, just type Selenium download in Google, you will get to this. Okay, so since you cannot type it, I'll actually do as you do. So go to Google and type Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so automatically it shows the first link. Yes, so first link itself is the one you're going to click on. Okay, so are you good with this? Are you doing it as I'm doing? Okay, it would be easier if you do it right now. So otherwise you can do it later, it's up to you. Okay, then click on this download Selenium link. Okay, click on this. Okay, is everybody doing with me, or what's going on?
Yes, I'm doing.
Okay, yeah, so if you're doing, it's better. If you want to do it later, that's also fine, but you're gonna get a lot of doubts, so I would suggest you do it right now. Okay, so now you are
Okay.
in this page seleniumhq.org download. Everybody is in the same page.
Almost there.
Okay, just tell me when you are ready so that I'll. Okay, now come to this section, language Java. Are you able to see everyone? Do not click
Yes.
on any other, because don't click on this download version. These are all different. We are not going to download standalone server, right? Okay, so come down and you will see different language bindings, Selenium client and WebDriver language bindings. In that section, like I said, you can automate using Selenium with different languages, Java, C Sharp, Ruby, Python, JavaScript. We are going to stick to one language because that's very important. If you use many languages, you're going to get yourself confused. So click on this download. It's going to download the latest version, which is 3.141.59. That is the latest version. They actually updated it on November last year. Okay, so they update it like every 3 months or so. So let's see what is the latest version I downloaded. 3.141.59. Okay, so that is the latest version now. Okay, that was the latest version for the uh, like last year. So okay, so did you click on this download? It did download anything?
Yes. I
Okay, great.
downloaded.
Yeah. Okay, I am going to download it too, even though I have it already. Just for your sake, I'll download it. It's just 7.18 MB only. Okay, so you can download it to a specific folder. Okay, so I am going to use this folder. You can download it in any folder, doesn't matter, but go to C drive or E drive, whichever, doesn't matter. In the C drive, create a folder called drivers. Okay, right there you see, right? Small case, create it, and okay, so download it to that folder. C drive. I mean, you can download it anywhere, then move it to that folder, doesn't matter. Okay, C drivers. All right, then save it. Okay, so you got that zip file, whatever I downloaded just now, right? Okay, now what you're going to do is unzip it, extract all or whatever, unzip it. It's going to unzip those jar files. There will be 4 or 5 jar files. Okay, okay, so it unzip to same folder name. If you go to the folder name, it will have 2 jar files. Jar means Java archive file. So I told you, right, all the interfaces classes are classes dot class files. Okay, not the Java files. They will be compiled already. Those will be zipped together and provided as jar files, so that we can use them, those methods and whatever, so that we don't have to create them again. This is very important. This is the main driver. Okay, client combined 3.141.5 jar is a main driver for Selenium WebDriver. This is not required. This has a source files. If you want to take a look, like I was telling you, get function, all those implemented functions, definitions will be there in this sources. But that is not really required. If you are curious, you can take a look at this. But if you want to take a look at this, you have to decompile it. Decompile. There will be a lot of decompilers on online. You can download them. Java decompilers, JDs. Then it will convert these classes back to the Java files. Normally, when you compile, Java files will be converted to class files, and you are going to run the class file, right? So those class files will be there in jar. But if you use decompiler, it will reverse compilation to original source code. So that is not really required. So that is just for the curious. I mean, whoever is curious. Okay, so this is one of the main jars, and go to the library and you will find 5 more jars. These are the dependencies. So overall 6 jars. That's all. Okay. Now what you're going to do is copy these jars and copy those jars later. Okay, cut them. Okay. So then create a folder called lib in the same C drivers folder. Create this lib and paste it over here. I already pasted, so I don't have to do it again. So once you paste it, come back and go to the folder. Now you go to the libs because you haven't copied these, right? Copy these and go to drivers again. Go to lib. Lib is for the library. Okay, these are the external third-party library files. So then paste it. I already did that. Okay, you see more, but we are going to use more. So don't worry, I'll share this with you later in the Google Drive. For now, just those 6 jars will be sufficient. So all those must be in the lib. Okay, so that's the first step. Okay, did I mention everything in here? Whoever wants to do it later. Okay, so once you download it, what you're going to do is, I think I mentioned it in, yeah, here. So driver config, that is just download. So once you download drivers configuration, unzip the downloaded drivers, store them in the location C drivers lib. Exactly, this is what you have to do. Okay, so let's come back to that, and we have to download some more too.
So
Okay,
what did you put that to file? That's a client. Yeah, that's a client combined file. Where did you put that?
Same lib. Everything goes in lib only here, right here. Okay, I'll show you. I already have it. Client combined right here. See,
Yes.
it is there in the drivers lib. So what you're going to do is, once you this is a zip file you downloaded, right? Once you unzip, it will create this unzipper.
Yes.
Go
Yes.
inside it, copy the jars and copy these 2 jars. There are 5 more jars inside. Copy all of those step by
Yes.
step later. Then create a folder called lib in drivers folder, C drivers. Go inside it
Okay.
and just paste it. That's it. Simple as that. Okay, so you'll get this. Don't worry about all these 92 jars. I have 92. For now, you just need to paste the 6 jars or whatever. That's it. Okay.
Oh, so we
Clear?
don't need to do anything else. That's all, right?
That's all. Okay. Clear? Everybody is clear with that?
Yes.
Okay. So then I mentioned everything clearly. After download, how to configure. Okay. So right here I mentioned, don't worry. Even if you do it later, you can find these instructions here. Store them in the location C driver lib. Okay. So if you want, unzip the download drivers, store them in the location. This is clear drivers configuration. Okay, now like I said, this is for the interface, right? WebDriver has interfaces. These all have interfaces. The main, client, combined, whatever jar I showed you, these have interfaces. Okay, now they must be implemented somewhere. Like I told you, they will be implemented in where? In the class, Chrome driver class. That's what I was saying you. So driver is called new Chrome driver. Chrome driver will have implementations of these functions in the WebDriver. That means you need to run your automation in some specific browser. You cannot run in randomly, right, in the open space. You have to run in some, like if you run manual testing, you will be running in the browser, right? If the web application is your application. Similarly, you have to use the Chrome driver. So for Chrome driver, we need to have another executable file that will instruct the WebDriver how to navigate. Okay, so come down a little bit. You are in the section here. You just have downloaded this. Now in the same page, come down a little bit, and you see third-party drivers, bindings, and plugins section. Okay, everybody is able to see this section. You got this section of the page? Okay, so once you get to this portion of the page, then there will be two links. Okay, Mozilla CodeDriver and Chrome browser. There are others too. Okay, don't worry about them right now. There are Opera and Edge driver, Windows Phone, iPhone driver, Windows Phone driver, blah blah blah. But for now, we are going to focus on this and this. Okay, so for the first time, I would suggest go to this latest Google Chrome driver. Click on the latest because that's where the latest executable file is there. Okay, so then you came to the sites.google.com. So then in this, there is the latest version Chrome driver 73.0, something like this. Okay, click on this. It will take you to another page where it shows all the different zip files for different environments. Okay, so this Win32 is for the Windows. This is for the Mac system. If you have Mac system, you have to download. If you have Linux system, you have to download this. Okay, so since most of you have Windows system, Windows 10, I would suggest download this. Click on this. Okay, now save this. All right, now where do you save? Save in the similar location. C drivers. Okay, save. Now I just saved this. Now again unzip it. Same procedure. Extract all and Chrome driver Win32. Okay, so this is the latest version. So I am going to extract this. I already have one Chrome driver here. Okay, but I am going to download it also because it has different name Win32. Okay, so this is a folder. It was unzipped to, and the Chrome driver. This is a Chrome driver. Let's see if I have the same version. 8.3.4.3.8. Yeah, so that was little bit older version. So I'm going to rename this to older and copy that latest. Okay, I just want to keep the older version also in case something goes wrong. I have the old backup. So copy it and paste it back to the driver so that everything stays in drivers. Okay, don't copy to the lib because lib only should have the libraries in jar format. So this is a exe format file, so keep it in the drivers. Okay, okay, so now go back to downloads again, go back a little bit, and it will take you back to the previous page where you can see Mozilla Firefox also, because right now we don't require, but I would suggest just download it and keep it there. So latest, click on this. It will take you to the Git page. Okay, so in the Git page you see again some links: Win32, Win64, Linux, Macintosh. Okay, so if you have Windows system with 64-bit version, download this. Otherwise 32-bit you can download. So I would download this. Save as again, save as in where drivers, same thing, same procedure. Okay, now again unzip it, extract all, it will unzip it to different folder called same name, Gecko driver. Gecko driver means Firefox driver. Go in there and copy this Gecko driver, it's some 14 MB. Okay, so right here, this is my old Gecko driver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename it to _old. Okay, then paste it. Okay, you can actually delete all the zip files. Okay, we don't need the zip files again because it's clutter, right? Chrome driver, Selenium and Gecko. I'm going to delete it. Okay, you can delete these folders also, but for the timing I will keep it, or let's delete anyway. Don't need this. Okay, so delete it. Okay, now what we have downloaded the Selenium WebDriver in lib and Chrome driver and Gecko driver, right? That's it. Now same thing I mentioned in here also, Chrome browser, downloaded Firefox browser, then Chrome driver. Chrome driver we downloaded from here, okay, and Firefox driver we downloaded from here. Okay, so if you want links, you can take it from here. Okay, so for version controlling, we need the GitHub also, but right now don't worry about it. We will share the code in the Google Drive right now, at least initially. Then we will go ahead and share the code, automation code, using the GitHub. That will be more appropriate because in the project also you're going to do the same. Okay. Or if you have any problem starting Eclipse, you just add this file to some eclipse.ini at the very end, because we already used the Eclipse so far. We didn't face any problems, so don't worry about these notes. And don't worry about these notes either right now, because we're not going to take screenshots. I'll come back to this. Okay, so driver configuration I showed you just now, right? Store them in this location. This is where this is what you did for now. Okay, and for the browsers also you did the same thing, browser related drivers. You unzipped it and put it in the drivers also, Gecko driver and Chrome driver. So let me add that part to it. I think I added. Okay, no. Also unzip the downloaded drivers and zip files, drivers and browser x files, store them in this location. Okay, this is not true for that, so let's unzip the downloaded Selenium drivers and store them in this location. Now do the same thing for unzip the downloaded browser. What are the browsers we are using? Chrome and Firefox drivers. Once you unzip them, store them in a location. Okay, so we are fixing the location to C/drivers. Okay, so just drivers, don't go into lib. So that's all we did so far, drivers. Okay, everybody is clear? If you're not clear, tell me right now. Otherwise, this is very important, initial configuration. Okay, everybody is clear?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. So now I have created already automation tutorial, another project, not the Java tutorial. So if you want, you can create new project called automation tutorial. Since I have already created, I'm not going to create new one, because you already know how to create a new project. Just come here, new, and create a Java project and mention the name automation tutorial, because we are going to share using the same name, right? So it is important you use the same name too, automation tutorial. Okay, and then click finish, because I already have created, it already exists, it wouldn't let me create again with the same name. So okay, so now everybody,
where did you create that one?
huh?
Where did you create the automation tutorial?
In the Eclipse. So okay, so I'll show you again. Don't worry, I have a lot of projects, so do not get confused. So far you have created Java tutorial. Did you?
Yes, it's a Java test, no?
No. The project name can be anything. Don't worry. In Java
Okay.
tutorial, we created folders called library and tests, but the project name is Java tutorial or Java session. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. You can name it whichever you want to. So create another project for automation. You can name it automation session, automation, just automation, anything. Just create a new project.
Okay.
Okay, once you create, right click on it because we are going to configure it for the downloaded jobs. Just now you downloaded something, right? So
Mm-hmm.
right click on this newly created project and go to properties. Okay, do exactly what I'm saying. Okay, once you go to properties, click on the Java build path. All right, everybody is with me? Any questions? Let me know. Don't worry.
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Okay. So don't worry. So I have provided the notes here. That's why. Go to Eclipse, right click on the
Yes.
project. Okay, you
Mm-hmm.
create it first, create a project. Okay, let's create a new project called automation tutorial. Correct. This is what we have just done just now. Okay. Now, once you did that, after this, right click on the project, which I did already. Right click on the project. Okay. Then go to properties. Okay. So I did not mention everything very elaborately. Properties, you clicked on the properties, then you get this window, then click on Java build path. Okay, Java build path. Here instructions, navigation instructions are here written. You can refer to that later, but I suggest to do it right now. Okay, so Java build path. Everybody's on this page, Java build path. Then click on the tab libraries here. Okay, libraries. This is only one time only job, so don't have to do it again and again. So first time, that's it. Libraries, then okay, so then what you're going to do is add library. Click on add library. Okay, I already created properties. Okay, Java build path, and then libraries. Okay, so Java build path, then libraries, that is already mentioned. So click on the libraries. Okay, so this is clear. Properties, you are in the properties, then click on this Java build path, click on Java build path, then click on the tab libraries. This is a tab, right? Libraries. Okay. Then click on the add library. Now it's very clear. Click on add library. Okay. So then select the user library, which will be selected by default. Okay. So I mentioned that one too, user library. Then click on next. Okay. Got it? Click on next. Okay. That part I did not mention because if I don't mention, some people might get confused. So next. Then click on the user libraries. Okay. This is not there because I already created. That's why it is there. Okay. So once you click on user libraries, you will see new. Click on this. You don't see anything here. Now type lib here or anything. Just type lib because I already typed it. It's already there. It would show. But lib. Okay. So I type libs, but you type lib. Or doesn't matter. Lib libraries, whichever. Lib short for the libraries. Okay. Now click OK. Okay. So you clicked OK. Once you click OK, it will create like this. Okay. So you clicked and click OK. You will see this. All right. Now add external libraries to this library. Now you click on add external jars. This one, second option. Okay. So once you click on this, inside that lib, Okay, go to this folder wherever you dumped all those jars. You dumped C drivers, lib, right? All those 5-6 jars. Go to that and control A, select all. Okay, type lib, add external jars, browse the downloaded jars, browse all of them, and click open and click OK. Okay, so once you click OK, they will be added like this. Like this, all of the jars will be added. Okay. Then you can finish, apply, okay, that's it. Okay, finish, apply. So this will be later. If you want to add more jars, I will show you again. Select the libs, edit and add remaining jars. So that will be later. For now, you should be able to just add the 6 jars. Was everybody is able to add those jars? Do you see under lib like this, 6 jars?
Is this for additional jar?
Correct, yeah. No, not additional jars, the main jars. Additional jars later. Right now, the main jars. Okay, if you're not able to do this, okay, do just this. Okay, so let's watch this carefully. Go here, go to properties. All right, this will be very easy, but it will be very cumbersome. Okay, do not create any lib, directly add external jars. Okay, now go to C drive, drivers, lib. Okay, now are you able to see the jars here? 6 jars. Did you get this page like this? Yes or no?
No, I don't have the like there's anything else.
We should get it, right? So, okay, watch it again. I'm going to show you again. Do you have C drivers folder and lib folder inside it and then jars inside? Do you have this?
Yeah, so we should go to the right click and build path, then we need to make the link that, right?
Right, right. Yeah, the first question, answer this question. Do you have these folder and the files in it? Everybody. Everybody downloaded it.
Yes,
Everybody
yes.
downloaded, then you should have it. This is very simple. You download it and unzipped and put it in this one. That's all. Now, again, third time, right click on the project, go to properties. You created a project, new project. Go to properties. Then go to Java build path and click on libraries. Do you have this page right now? Java build path pop up.
Yes, I have done.
Now, just click on add external jars, the second button on the right side. Just click on that. Add external jars. Okay. Now browse to the folder in which the libraries are stored. C drivers lib. Okay. Browse to that folder and go to this page. Do you have it? Yes. Yes or no? You should have it, right? So you will go to something like this. When you browse, you will go here and go to C, and then go to drivers, and then go to lib. Simple as that. Then Control A, and then open. That's all. Once you open, since I already added, so you will get like this. Okay. Then you click OK. Okay, you can do it later if you like. I have mentioned the clear instructions here. So do it and go to that. Okay, so then we are done. Okay, the setup is done pretty much. I mean, 99% is done. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is something very, very basic, but I don't know. Let's see something very, very basic. Okay, I think we'll continue in the next class because it's already 8:17. I'll end this class today. So in the next class, we'll see. But by the time we'll start next class, I suggest you do this configuration. So I'll share these notes till this here. Till this point, you should be able to do it. Okay, so let's continue in the next class. Because without configuration, we cannot proceed further. So by next class, I hope you can do it. I'll share these notes. Okay, guys, I'll end this session. Good night.